Talk to me about your rivalry with Nike. So Adidas now seeks 11% operating profit by 2020. How much will you spend in the U.S. to counter your biggest rival?
It's clear this is not a U.S.-only, battle. This is a global battle for, the top of the sporting market, and we're very well positioned. We had a fantastic 2016 and, delivered $1 billion profit, and our plan is to deliver $2 billion profit in 2020. So it's a battle all over the place, and it's not only a battle against our key competitor in the U.S., which is Nike. It's about creating the right products for the right sports athletes in the right places. So we're quite comfortable and confident that we can get to where we want to get, but it's not one battle against one competitor. I think that would be, making the market a bit more simple than it is.
Yeah, that's a very fair comment. Kasper, will Donald Trump's politics make it harder to sell in the U.S.?
No, I'm not so concerned about the policy of the current president in the U.S., because if any import taxes would come, it will hit the entire industry. The sporting industry is characterized by having 80% of all products being manufactured in Asia. We have some very small local manufacturing in the U.S., but nobody will be able to circumvent that. So that will be a challenge that will hit the entire industry. So I can't really imagine that a president will start attacking an industry that really makes people more healthy. So that is not one of my main concerns at this stage.
I want to congratulate you on the massive recovery of your company in the last few years. Bring up the chart right now. And this is Nike versus Adidas. And I understand that there's different players here. Under Armour, grim outlook given the Trump support of the CEO. Here's the moonshot known as Nike. Here's the failure of Adidas. And wow, what a turnaround in the last number of years. How does cool factor into this? I mean, it is about the kids going in the store and they want to be cool. What are you going to do about cool after you see how Under Armour has stumbled and after Nike just keeps doing it every day? What's your secret sauce?
No, the secret sauce is creating the right product at the right place in the world for the right consumers. And so there is no one single source. In the U.S., we have a great creation center in North America, in Portland, here in Herzogenaurach, in Bavaria, we have a fantastic creation center. And then we have aligned with some of the best artists in the world that will help also create the cool factor, whether it's a Kanye West coming out of L.A. or whether it's, the top basketball players or football players, Leo Messi, from a soccer standpoint. So it's getting the right creators that help put the right spin to the products, so the kids feel attracted to our products in the store, but also engaging with the kids through digital devices.
Help me here. Stan Smith is 70 years old. That's your cool factor. Kate Moore of BlackRock sitting next to me, sir. She has 14 pair of Stan Smith sneakers in her closet. I think it's a great untold story. How did you do this? How is your cool factor the reinvention of a 70-year-old?
So Stan Smith is an icon. He's absolutely fantastic and has been a great, great partner to our company. And over time, we've evolved the product we have, the marketing we have with him, and also changed the product to make it more contemporary, but never really taken away from its origin. And we have a fantastic relationship with Stan Smith, and he was here in the summer, and I can tell you all the kids on our campus was running around him, and they even got on the tennis court and got a couple of autographs. Great partner. So it's not only the Kanye West, but it is the Stan Smith of this world that helps us, really be the creator in the sporting world.
Francine, I can't convey in the United States the impact of this. A tennis player, full disclosure, I saw him a million years ago. He's 70 years old, Francine, and he's cooler than Beckham or any of the others.
Yeah, I know, Tom. I know Stan Smith. I've been wearing them for years, and I know. Yeah, exactly. And I know Tom Keane probably secretly has a pair as well. But actually, talk to me, Kasper, about something which is not as cool as Stan Smith, Reebok. How is that turnaround shaping up? And actually, you said it may take 4 years to turn it back. That seems like a very long time.
So let me be clear, we are a performance-driven organization, and we have expectations to all our legal entities, countries, but also brands. Clearly, Reebok did not perform up to our level of expectation. We've made a number of changes in the fall of last year. We put a turnaround in place. We're looking upon it every quarter. We've got to turn around the business in a sustainable way and not squeeze it to a short-term position. We're convinced we can get Reebok where we want. But I do want to stress one thing. We've seen very strong growth outside the U.S. for a very long period of time. Last year, we grew Reebok's business 6%, and all of the growth came outside the U.S. Most of it was double-digit. So I'm convinced we'll turn around, but I think you got to do things correct, and sometimes it takes longer than you really want.
All right, Kasper, why have you been unable to sell your golf unit?
Who says we have not been unable to sell a golf business? We put the golf business on the market because we don't believe it really belongs strategically to our portfolio. And we are engaging in the sales process. We want to make certain we find the right long-term solution for the business that has a lot of employees, and we're engaging in that process. And we'll also appropriately communicate when the process is coming to an end.
Okay, and that I respect and I completely understand. But is Nike's decision to discontinue golf making it more difficult for you to find a buyer?
No, I don't think there's a correlation between the two. There's still a lot of interest around golf, and if you notice, we recently signed Tiger Woods with a business that has market share, is market share leader in many of its segments. So I don't believe that there's a correlation between the two.